Hi guys, back on the plot today, just doing the jobs that I didn't get to do yesterday because I forgot my drill. One thing for planning an allotment, always make sure you got what you need when you go down there. It's not that far home, but I had other stuff to do that I planned in today, so I'll just swap the days around. It was easy enough rather than going back and wasting 20 minutes getting my drill. Main aim for today is to get the cover on the polytunnel, and I brought one of the beehives down, which you can see just there in the box. I'm going to get that on the stand ready for when the bees come, which is in 2 weeks time. So that's the main job for today. Other than that, I'm just going to do a bit of pottering around the plot, a bit of weeding, a bit of watering. Got some seeds to plant up, more beans, got some, I think they're called Gigantica beans, the soup beans that you dry for ready over for winter. I'm going to plant them up today, get them ready. And just weeded the asparagus bed because there's a few seedlings popping up in that, and you've got to keep on top of that, I believe, because they don't like competing with weeds because they're quite shallow rooted, so they don't like it at all. So that's been done, and I'll crack on and I'll catch you in a bit. Right, so first job I've got to crack on with is getting the base finished. I put it up the other day, but my drill ran out part way through it, so I had 2 little bits left. Changed the battery over, and that was just as flat. I hadn't charged it up for ages. I very rarely use my drill, so a bit of a pain, but it was quite fortuitous because it was red hot and really needed to go home. So I'm going to crack on now, get these last 2 bits drilled in, and then start getting the trench dug out around the tunnel, and then get the plastic on it. Okay, catch you in a minute. So the way I've done this is just 3x2 battens between each run of poles, and then 2x2 posts to just screw them together. And on the outside, when the cover goes on it, I screw 2x1 batten round it, and then that's the cover secured to the base then, and it shouldn't go anywhere. There we are, that's that done. That's that done, guys. Just go and dig the trench around the outside now so I can bury the skirt on the cover. Not that it matters once you've screwed it down, but it just makes it look a lot neater and a little bit of extra protection for the lower end of the cover. Just watching the bird feeder. A lot of birds around today. I downloaded an app the other day on a bit of advice while I was away by the people that we rented the cottage off. It's called Merlin, and you just obviously turn it on, open the app, looks at your location, and then just recognises all the bird songs and show you what's there around you. And as each bird sings, it highlights which bird's singing at that time. It's really fantastic. It's a great little app and it's free, so there's no ads that I've seen yet, and I love it. It's just great sitting there and recognising the birds that are around you, listening to the songs. Right, enough of that, start digging. So there we are, that's how I've done it. Just about, not quite a spade's width, about 3/4 of a spade width around the whole edge of the tunnel, removing the sods as best I can so that when I put them back it looks neat. And then just up round the back there and the whole way. And then just put the skirt in there, put the sods back on, and that should just neaten it up rather than holding it down. So that's basically it. It's as easy as slipping it over like that. What you have to do now is go inside, and I always find secure the front end and then work your way through, secure the back, and then once you've done that you can screw the cover to it. I'll just show you the inside and the best way to guide to make sure you got it right. So with the original tunnels, the stripes at the top here, there was 3, so as long as you had the middle one running down this pole here, you were fine. With these, just got to more or less get it so that those are even on each side, and that'll be easy enough then to make sure you secure it properly at the bottom. Normally, this was proper polytunnel that I was using. I'd put heat tape on the tops of these just to stop them getting too hot and damaging the plastic, but like I say, it's for storage, and I've never had a problem with the other ones really, even though I've got it on, so they'll be fine. What we'll do though is where these bars are on the top, I'll just put a bit of tunnel tape on the top of there, just in case they rub against the cover when it's windy. That should stop any damage of the actual skin of the tunnel. But I'm sure they'll be fine. Okay, so the cover's on, and I go inside. All the Velcro straps, apart from the back ones, because of the way I build it, you can't get to the frame at the bottom. That's fine because I'm just screwing it to the frame anyway. The ones on the sides and the door are on, and it's about as secure as it's going to get for now. So next stage, just cut the wood. I'm going to get that as tight as I can get it now on the outside, and then screw the wood to the batten on the inside, and then that'll be the polytunnel secure. And then just bury that skirt by backfilling with the sods of earth I've dug out, and then that's it, done. tight as a drum. Just crack on the rest of it now. There you go guys, all done. Tightened up the velcro around the bottom. Like I say, that's now screwed in at the back, so there's no velcro there to see as such. That's all done. And then back round to the door. Happy days. All sorted. As we were saying originally, this is mainly for storage. So I'll just go and grab me mower and me strimmer now, put that in here. And then going to put all me bits of bee equipment in here, keep my bee suit in here and things like that. Just need to finally fettle it up, just go around with some zip ties that I had to cut off to get the velcro on around the door. And we are done for the polytunnel build. Yay! Just going to put the beehive up now, put that on the stand, and I think that's me done for today. I've been here about 3 hours by the time we've done that, so that's enough on a day like today. It's roasting. Got some training tonight from 6:30 with the Coast Guard on some what's called rock armour down by the ferry port. In case somebody falls in there, I'll get swept up on it when they're out kayaking. And be there for a few hours tonight, so it's going to be a long day. And after that, I think I'll have earned a beer and a sit down. Right, last plan of the day is to put up the beehive onto the stand. Just talk through what I've bought and what I've got. For now, I've got one here, and then there's another one coming which is exactly the same, because I do like these Abelo polyhives. So there you goes guys, let's get this up. So I started with the Abelo double polyhive stand. It's made out of wood, nice and solid, shouldn't go anywhere, that and it'll easily take 2 hives or a hive and a nuke. So these are the polyhives. They hold 12 frames, really like them because they're rebaited around the edge, and you get a really good positive lock on them when you put them on onto the frames, and it stops water ingress as well, so that's really good. So the hive floor is again made out of solid poly. That's really good. Got a Varroa wire mesh in there, and what I also like about these is you get a solid plastic Varroa tray rather than the Correx thing. It's got holes in the corners just to drain any water out, and they're ideal when you're doing your Varroa checks. They're also rebaited. They come with polystyrene blocks to cover the entrance holes that you can use later on if you do a split. The only thing I don't like about these, and I don't know why they do it, is they stick out. Like that. Which, because they don't fit perfect, if rain gathers on there it can run in. I don't know why they don't sort that out. It can't be hard to get them tooled so they just fit the hole. What I tend to do is just take those off and make them level, but it's quite hard work unless you've got something hot. I saw something the other day with 2 AA batteries and a bit of wire, and it heats up and just pull it through, so I'm going to try that. Plastic queen excluder, probably the best ones for these. You do a metal one that went on top of the frames, but I tried it once, didn't like it, and they've discontinued it now because they've had that many complaints about them. That just fits perfectly on there, easy to take off when you come to remove it. Do inspections. It's top bee space hive, these, which I do like. They don't tend to cause as many problems waxing things up. Get a solid plastic hive entrance reducer with a sliding section, which means you can have it closed down fully open to half size. When it's not a massive flow, I can just take it out. Also, it's got a little mouse exclude on it. I will close it down because I'm going to be leaving it and don't want a swarm coming in. The crown board, little poly feed hole block. A little block that bungs the hole up for your feeder. Lots of spare parts. The other thing you get with these is little ventilation plugs, so you can take out the poly plug and put a ventilation plug. On the feed hole they put a vent, which every one of these I've had, the bees have just properlised it up, so it doesn't really make much sense, to be honest. Good thing about these crown boards is you can store stuff on them, like all your spare bits. Then you get your reef again, which is another solid bit of poly. There's a recess on the top that allows you to put a hive strap on there, keep it nice and tight. Brought the feeder. These are like 2.4 litres, I think 2.5 litres, which just means you've got to come back more than you would, so not ideal for beekeepers who want to put 6 litres in and leave it. So they're okay for what I need. Inside there, little plastic grip for the bees to grab onto to climb down and get the syrup. I really like that. You don't get many dying in these feeders. Little hole which fits over the board. Take your feeder off, take that blank out, and there you go. And because the bit that's the bees go into to where you feed is split, it's easy to just open it and fill it up. You don't have to worry the bees are in there and they can't get to you. This is what I'm saying about the engineering of the blocks. In the roof there's holes straight in and doesn't stick out. Why they can't do that on the boxes, I do not know. They're just dummy boards to stick on the end if I need them. It's that long since I've had one of these hives, I can't remember if you needed them or not, so I bought them anyway just in case. I think you can get away with it, to be honest with you, and not need. These are my favoured hive straps, rather than the Camelot ones, little flat ones. You can operate these with one hand if you need to, just to undo them, not fiddling about, great in gloves. When you come, you're not struggling. It's a bit long, just need to cut that down a little bit, but they are ideal. I love them. So the way these lock in is you just don't pull it too tight because you need a bit of room to manoeuvre, so they just slot in the end. Once you've got your bite point, it's the same every time, and then that just, again, a bit tight. And that just slots through there. That's nice and tight, that's going nowhere. And then just tidy that up. So like I say, when you come, you can just flick that over. And that's it, your hive strap's off. No messing. That's one hive set up, guys. Just wait for the other one to come over onto the plot now, and then the bees. Cheers. So that's me done today. I'm going to go now. Like I say, I'm Coast Guard training tonight, so lots to do before I shoot off and get there for 5. Be long night tonight, I think, so don't want to be hanging around much longer. So hope you're well and take care, guys. Bye now.